Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In earlier videos, we have learned what is cloud computing and how AWS makes it possible to access IT resources on demand over the internet. Today, we are taking the next step, understanding the three main type of cloud service models: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. By the end of the video, you will know how they differ and which one fits your need. Before we begin, a quick recap on what cloud computing is. It simply means renting IT resources over the internet, like servers, database, and storage, instead of owning a physical hardware. And you only pay for what you use, and everything runs on demand. Alright, now let's explore three different types of cloud services and what they offer. So, first up is infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service provides a fundamental building blocks of cloud IT. Think of virtual machines, storage, and networking. You get the raw infrastructure, but you decide what to install, how to configure it, and what application to run. It's like a box of Lego pieces. You can build whatever you want, but you are in the control. On AWS, EC2 is a classic example of infrastructure as a service. Here, you decide what operating system to install, runtime to install, and everything else. Then next we have platform as a service. With this, you don't need to manage the servers or operating systems at all. You just focus on writing and deploying your application code. And platform takes care of everything else from scaling to maintenance. An example of this is Elastic Beanstalk. It's a great platform as a service. You only upload your code and AWS automatically provisions the infrastructure and handles the update. And then finally, we have software as a service. Here, everything is managed by service provider, infrastructure, platform, and application itself. You just use the software through a browser or mobile app, and that's it. Few examples of software as a service are Gmail, Zoom, Dropbox, or Slack. You don't install or maintain anything here. You just use those applications. And on AWS, services are like Amazon Rekognition or Amazon Workmail. Now let's compare how much control or responsibility you have in each model, from on-premises to software as a service. Let's say you have 8 layers: application, data, runtime, middleware, operating system, virtualization, servers, and storage and networking. All these are managed by you if you are using a service model called on-premises. If you move to infrastructure as a service, then all you manage is application, data, runtime, middleware, and operating system, and the rest is managed by AWS. Then if you move to platform as a service, you only manage applications and data. Rest is a responsibility of AWS. And in case of software as a service, everything is managed by AWS. So as you move from on-premise to infrastructure as a service to platform as a service to software as a service, you manage less and provider manages more. With on-premise, you do everything. With infrastructure as a service, AWS handles hardware. With platform as a service, AWS handles almost everything except your application. In software as a service, you just use finished product. Now that we have seen a different type of model, one thing is common, and that is AWS pricing model. Now, how does AWS charge for all this? AWS uses pay-as-you-go model built around three core pricing areas: compute, storage, and networking. In case of compute, you pay for exact compute time your instance runs. For storage, you pay for how much data you actually store. And in case of networking, you only pay when data leaves the cloud. Incoming data is always free. So that's what makes AWS so cost efficient compared to the traditional IT. And you pay for what you use and nothing more. So let's quickly recap. Infrastructure as a service gives you a core infrastructure. Platform as a service gives you managed environment to build and deploy. Software as a service gives you a complete ready to use software product. So that's it about today's video. If you have loved it, do like, share and subscribe and stay tuned for what's coming next.